Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Dorsey, man. Listen, you're tuned into the I Am Podcast, man. Listen, I'm running late. You know what I mean? I was supposed to do the podcast like 6:30. It's been crazy, man. Real crazy. But listen, man, I got a crazy word, man, I know it's gonna bless somebody, man, on today. This is the I Am Podcast, and I'm coming live from the bathroom. You know what I mean? So listen, man. I wanted to share this word for you because I know it's going to be crazy. Listen, if you look at the title, it says, every mind get what it agrees with. It's the I Am Podcast, you know what I mean? You tuned in. Like I said, I'm coming live from the bathroom. I'm running late, but I was going to share this with y'all earlier, you know what I mean, 6:30, but see, like something was trying to fight me to let y'all know this encouraging word real quick. You know what I mean? Listen. This is the I Am Podcast, coming live from the bathroom. This is how serious this is, because I'm coming live from the bathroom, so you know it's going to be crazy. Listen, every mind get what it agrees with. So you got to ask yourself, what are you in agreement with right now about your life? Because every mind get what it agrees with. So in your life right now, what are you in agreement with your life? If it's trying to lose weight, if it's trying to buy a new car, if it's trying to get a new house, if it's trying to get a new job, are you in agreement with that thing that means that doesn't belongs to you? Because whatever the mind agree with, it becomes. So whatever you're in agreement with, whatever you got lined up for your life, do you agree with it? Because if you agree with it, you can become it. It's crazy because God let me know, he said, listen, every mind gets what it agree with. Do you agree for a better life for yourself? Do you agree that you can have anything great in life? Because you got to agree with that thing. A lot of people don't have nothing in life or having a struggle time in life because they're not agreeing with the things that they should have. It's crazy, right? Every mind gets what it agree with. So ask yourself right now, what are you in agreement with about your life? What are you in agreement with that you want out of your life? You know what I mean? Ask yourself that. What are you in agreement with about your life? Because like I said, every mind gets what it agree with. So are you really focused on what you need? Are you really in agreement that you want a better life? Are you really in agreement that you need a new job? Are you really in agreement that you want your kids to grow up and prosper? Are you in agreement with yourself? What are you in agreement with about your life? Because every mind get what it agrees with. That's why that's why you shouldn't hang around negative people that don't have no vision, people that's not going nowhere in life, people that's not doing nothing with their life, because you can't agree with what they're doing. So ask yourself on today, what are you in agreement with about yourself? What are you in agreement with that you want to see the next year or next summer? Whatever the mind agrees with, it becomes. So ask yourself, what are you in agreement with? You know what I mean? The Bible says when you begin to pray, you got to believe in your mind that you have received that thing. So what do you have in your life that you are in agreement with? Ask yourself, are you in agreement with a new life? Are you in agreement with something great that's going to take place in your life? Everything that the mind agrees with, it becomes. That's why you got to renew the mind daily. That's why you got to stay fresh and prayed up, because the devil will slip in and begin to throw yourself some negative thinking. So what are you in agreement with on today? What are you focused on today? What do you want to see happen in your life? Because whatever the mind agrees with, it becomes. Ask yourself, what are you lined up with? What are you agreeing with about yourself? A lot of people talk crazy about you. They speak negative things about you. Are you in agreement with that negative thinking mindset? Are you in agreement with that person who just spoke negative over your life? Are you in agreement with somebody saying you can't have this? What is the mind in agreement with? This is why you can't hang around people that's not going nowhere in life. This is why you got to pick and choose who you really lined up with, because everybody is not in agreement with your success. So where do you want to see yourself at? Like I said, I can't say it enough, because whatever the mind agrees with, it becomes. You know what I mean? You don't have something because you're not in agreement with it about yourself. You don't have that new thing that you want because your soul and your spirit is not in agreement with what you want. A lot of things is not going on great because you don't believe it can happen in your life. Are you really lined up? Are you really in agreement for what you really want to have? Listen, you got to stand firm on that thing and speak some greatness on your life and begin to accept it. You say, listen, this is what I agree with. You know what I mean? This is what I want, and I'm going to get it. It's crazy how we used to grow up back in the day and say, look, that's my car. Or when we used to grow up and say, that's my car. Or that red one over there, that blue one over there, that green one, that's my car. Because you was in agreement with, that's my car. You know what I mean? We got to get back to that. We got to get back. Ask yourself, yourself, what are you in agreement with on today? Because whatever the mind agrees with, it begins to start happening. So whatever you lined up with, whatever you agreeing with about your life, about the next chapter in your life, believe that thing. Really stand on it and really believe it. And it's going to come to pass. We just say that all the time growing up. Yo, that's my car. Or that, listen, you really got to stand firm on it and be in agreement with yourself and really believe that something's going to change. Listen, I said it before. A storm cannot last forever. I never seen it rain all year. I never seen it snow all year because a storm can't last forever. So what are you in agreement with? A lot of people got too much negative thinking going on in their mind. They don't have no vision. They don't have nothing great going on with them. Every time you talk to them, it's that I don't have this or I don't have that. I don't have this. Well, what are you in agreement with about your life? That's why you can't hang around negative thinking people because they have no vision. You know what I mean? What are you in agreement with? If you want, whatever you want, make up in your mind that I'm in agreement with this. My soul and my spirit is lined up. Listen, I can't worry about what not going on because my mind is made up. It's in agreement with what's getting ready to take place in my life. Listen, there's something about the break in somebody's life. Something you've been praying for, something you've been going after. God said, if you really get lined up with it and really begin to agree with it, it's going to shake right on roll in your life. A lot of people ain't got no vision. A lot of people ain't going nowhere because they don't have nothing they agree with. What are you agreeing with about your life? Whatever the mind think, it becomes. Whatever the mind agrees with, it happens. Make up in your mind, this is what I'm agreeing with about myself, about my life. Listen, I gotta have it. No matter what else is going on in your life, what are you agreeing with? Make up in your mind what you're going to agree with. Listen, it's the I Am Podcast. I'm coming live from the bathroom. Listen, the devil trying to fight me. Feel like he was trying to fight me from delivering this word. But God said, listen, you gotta share it. Because a lot of people's mind is not focused right now. You got to get focused. You got to agree with something and begin to stand on no matter what's going on. No matter what you're facing on right now, agree with something great and stand on it and believe it that's going to take place no matter what. Listen, I told somebody on yesterday, listen, I'm going to push you so I can't push you no more. But you got to get a vision and you got to line up with it. You got to agree with your vision. Make sure this is what you want. Make sure that this is what you need. Make sure this is what God has want for you because God wants the best. He wants the best for you. He wants the best for you. What are you agreeing with? Make up in your mind, what are you agreeing with? It's the I Am Podcast. This your boy, Shamar C. Dorsey. And I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to inspire you. Listen, we're going to break all that negative thinking. We're getting rid of all that negative thinking. No matter what's going on right now, 2020 is crazy. 2020 is fighting us. But what are you agreeing with? Are you agreeing with 2020 the way it's going on right now? Listen, I don't agree with 2020. I don't agree with it because what's going on right now, it don't line up with what God said about me in my life. It doesn't line up with what's going on in my life. So I don't agree with what's going on right now. So what is in your mind? What are you really agreeing with? Are you agreeing with this? Are you agreeing this is the state of your life? Are you agreeing with that you can't go no further in your life? Are you agreeing with this is the best life that you're going to live? Are you really agreeing with this? Whatever the mind agree with, it happens. You know what I mean? So it's the I am mindset. What are you really agreeing with? Are you really, this is the best life you want? This is the best life you're going to have. Are you really going to settle for this type of life? This is the best life you want. What are you really agreeing with right now? Listen, I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to empower you. But I got to ask you, what are you really agreeing with? 2020, you really going to settle for this? You really going to settle for what the devil trying to do with you? You really not going to fight? You really going to back down? You really going to settle and say this is what it is? You really going to settle? Now, what are you really agreeing with? What are you really agreeing with? Because whatever the mind agrees with, it becomes. Whatever you think on, you become. Whatever you plant your mind on, it begins to happen. Listen, it's the I am mindset. You got to become the soul of the thing that you want. Listen, stop listening to dead people. Stop listening to people that don't have no... Look at their life. Just take a glance at their life and look at their life, the person that you're taking advice from. They don't have nothing going on in their life. Why are you even affiliated with them? Why are you even texting them? Why are you even friends with them? Why are you even close with them? They don't have nothing going on. They don't even have no agreement about what they want to do in their life. Ask the person beside, say, look, what do you want to do with your life? If they say, man, I'm not even, listen, you too old to be not knowing what you want to do in your life. You know what I mean? Listen, get on the I am mindset. Whatever the mind agrees with, it becomes. Listen, stop agreeing with it. Listen, this can't be the best life. Tell yourself every morning, this is not what I seen. This is not what God said is for me. So what are you agreeing with? Listen, are you agreeing with that $10 an hour, that $9 an hour, that $8? Are you really agreeing with that? That's the best God can do for you. We're talking about God, the God that owns everything, the God that created you, the God is the same today, tomorrow, and forever, the same God. You really think that's what he agreed for with your life? When you step back and look, are you really agreeing with that? Are you really going to settle for that? You're better than that. God put an anointing on your life that the devil can't touch. So you're going to sit there and not fight? You're going to sit there and not fight for the best days of your life? You're going to sit there and not fight for the next level of your life? Are you really going to agree with that? Nah, that ain't what we doing. That ain't what we doing. We going to the next level. We going to the next level. We can see the next level. God is getting ready to do something awesome, man. What are you really agreeing with about your life? That job ain't you. That relationship ain't you. That best friend ain't, nah, he got to go. She got to go. That's not you. Are you really going to settle for that? Are you really in agreement with that? That's the best God can do. Nah, we talking about God, the God Almighty. That it don't even look like you. That don't even look like you. Come on, man. That ain't even you. It don't even look like you. So you really gonna agree with that? You really gonna settle for it? Nah, we're not doing that. Listen, it's the I Am Podcast. This your boy Shamar C. Dorsey. Ask yourself on tonight. I'm coming live from the bathroom, so you know I'm serious. I had to deliver this word, so you know I'm serious. What are you in agreement with about yourself? Are you really gonna settle? You gonna settle for that sickness? You're going to settle for that negative thinking. You're going to settle for that. You really going to settle for that? Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Are you really? Whatever you have in your mindset, whatever you agree with, the soul recognize that you're going to be coming. So what are you agreeing with on today about yourself? How do you see yourself? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Because I can tell you what God sees. But what do you see? What do you believe about yourself? Are you ready to go to the next level? Are you ready to move to, listen, you can't keep taking everybody with you that don't agree with you. You got to be careful who you link up with because everybody don't want to see you grow. They don't even agree with you. They don't even agree with your next move. They don't even believe in what God is getting ready to do for you. They laughing at your vision because they don't agree with what God is getting, but you agree. So whatever the mind agrees with, it delivers. It becomes. Put on that I am mindset. Listen, it's your boy Shamar C. Dorsey coming live from the bathroom. I was so frustrated. I was like, yo, God, I got to get this word out. I'm about to bust. I got to get it out. I got to get it out because my people is really frustrated. They don't know what to do. But I got the answer. God said, listen, if you agree with the next level of your life, it's going to happen just like that. Once you get your mindset in agreement that this is what I want the best for my life. I want the best for my kids. I want the best for everybody around me and agree with it. Woo! Listen, it's going to blow your mind. Listen, this your boy Shamar C. Dorsey, man. I got a lot in me, but I'm going to cut it off. You know what I mean? So ask yourself on today, what are you in agreement with about yourself? Believe God, have faith. Stay away from them people that ain't going nowhere. You're better than that. You're better than that. God said he put so much in you. It's time to move forward. Stop sitting on that business idea. Stop sitting on that word that God give you. Stop sitting on the next level of your life. We're not agreeing with 2020. We don't agree with no COVID. We don't agree with what's going on in the White House. We don't agree with, listen, I don't even agree with my bank account right now because that's not me. I don't agree with that. Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We don't agree with that. I am mindset. What are you agreeing with? Listen, it's your boy Shamar C. Dorsey. I see y'all next Tuesday, 6:30. We lit about life. Listen, what are you agreeing with? Once you wake up tomorrow or right now, look at yourself, look at your surroundings and ask yourself, do you really agree with this? Is this the best? Because God said, I want you to have the best. But you got to get the agreement in your mind, and this is what you want. See, a lot of people don't get blessed because they don't even agree with the blessing. They're waiting on God to move, and God said, listen, I'm waiting on you to agree that I'm getting ready to move. You really got to agree with me that I'm getting ready to move in your life. But you're not trying to move because you're not in agreement with yourself. Because that's how the devil plays. Sometimes, man, we got so much going on in our mind. We get frustrated so much. It's just so many tabs open in our mind. We can't focus. But I want you to get the I am mindset and begin to say, listen, this is what I agree with. I stand on it. I push forward. And I ain't letting nothing stop me no matter what. What are you agreeing with on today? It's your boy, man, the I Am Podcast. We lit. Slap somebody high five right now and say, look, going to the next level. Are you coming with me? Follow me, man. Shamar C. Dorsey. Listen, we lit, we live, we love life, and I love y'all. Peace.